I might seem cool, calm, and collected right now, but I have to be because the other option is murder.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me.
Hey y'all, it is Monday, December 6th, and I did not get a chance to go to the house today because I'm babysitting my nephew right now. But of course I'll go see what's going on tomorrow. However, I did talk to my construction manager and he let me know that the mechanical inspection was actually today. And if they passed today, then they would do insulation tomorrow. Then they would have the insulation inspection on Wednesday. And if they passed that, then they would go ahead and start doing drywall on Thursday. So we can have drywall as early as Thursday, assuming that all the inspections are passed on the first go round. That's a good thing. However, it's also kind of not that great of a thing. And here's why. I told y'all a couple weeks ago in my pre-drywall meeting video that I had scheduled to have a third-party inspector come out and do the pre-drywall inspection, and they were supposed to come out the same day that I did the meeting, and they were supposed to come out that morning. And he ended up texting me and letting me know that he was running 2.5 hours late, so we rescheduled it for the next day. So that was supposed to be on November 19th that he was ultimately supposed to come out. So that was supposed to be on November 19th that he was ultimately supposed to come out and do the inspection. And he let me know that originally he told me that I should get the report pretty quickly, no later than about 24 hours later. Well, 24 hours later came and went. I did not get the report. The next week was Thanksgiving, so I was like, well, maybe I heard him wrong and it wasn't 24 hours. Maybe it was a couple days, and then with the holidays, maybe that threw everything off. But Thanksgiving came and went, still had not gotten a report. And so last week on Wednesday, I called and asked, like, how long does it take for the report to get generated? Where's my report? And the person I talked to was the other owner. So it's like two owners of the business. The one owner is the one that came out, and one of the owners is the one that came out and did the inspection. So when I called, I spoke to the other guy, and he said that I should have gotten it within 24 hours. So definitely should have already gotten it. And he looked into the system, and the way he kind of said, like, oh, I'm gonna have to call you back, let me know that whatever homeboy was supposed to do, he didn't do. So he said he would call me back. He did not call me back. I called them back a couple days later on Saturday, this past Saturday, and basically turned out that the other owner did the inspection. He had pictures on his phone of the inspection, whatever he looked at, but he never actually did the report. He forgot to do the report. It slipped his mind. And they're going to give my money back. So they issued the refund today. Which actually I need to check my bank account and make sure it got back in there. But they, you know, were going through the refund. They were supposed to issue the refund today. So of course I'm going to monitor that and make sure I get my money back. But why it presents a problem, or why it's an issue now, is that now I don't have an inspection report. And even though he has all the photos, clearly he doesn't have the notes or whatever. Like, there was never an offer to provide me with the report. It was, I'm just gonna give you your money back. Now the issue is I don't really have time to get another pre-drywall inspection. I asked my, are you okay? Hey, are you okay? Peanut, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No.
Okay, finish eating. You finished? Are you finished eating? It's a berry. It's a blueberry. Blueberry. Eat it. Anyway, so I asked my construction manager today, like, what the time frame was, and that's when he gave me all the timeline. And basically he was like, well, if you want to get somebody else out to come and do the inspection, you need to get them out today. Because if we pass our inspections, we could be doing drywall on Thursday. So it's an issue because now I don't have that peace of mind that I wanted to have with that third-party inspection. Obviously, for my final inspection, I'm absolutely not going with them, which I was already considering not going with them back when I first had the issues with them not showing up on time. But now for sure, definitely not going with them for the final inspection and for the warranty inspection. But I really wanted to have the pre-drywall inspection as well. But of all the inspection companies that I contacted, they didn't have anybody that was available like soon, immediately. Of course, the construction manager told me that the inspectors in the city that I'm buying in happen to be some of the best ones in the Atlanta area. And they're very thorough. But I feel like, I don't know if I'm too jaded in situations like this, because I'm like, you're not going to tell me if they're garbage. Like, you're not going to be like, yeah, you probably want to get your own inspection because these inspectors are trash. So, you know, he tried to reassure me that, you know, if there was something to catch, these inspectors would definitely catch it. But I still wanted to have my own peace of mind. So I decided to forego the pre-drywall inspection. It's definitely something I still recommend people get when they are building a new house. But I just unfortunately didn't have the best luck when it came to that. So that was one thing that my construction manager and I talked about as far as the pre-drywall inspection, whether or not it was going to actually happen, and also like what the next steps are and the timeline for those next steps. I also asked him how the delay with the windows pushed back the estimated closing date, and he's estimating now beginning of March. So that window delay pushed us back several weeks. So now instead of, he did say possibly end of February, beginning of March. I'm giving myself a mental date of March so that I'm not disappointed. But he also did say that he wasn't sure because when I called him, of course, he wasn't looking at the schedule right then. And he said he could have a more specific date once they get the drywall in. So if they can get the drywall started on Thursday. One thing I didn't ask him was how long it typically takes to hang the drywall. If they can start the drywall process on Thursday, then maybe sometime next week we'll have a better date of what closing might look like. And then, you know, of course, he said that there could be some other delays, but he'll be more confident at that point to tell me, like, this is definitely going to delay it this amount of time, or no, we're fine with moving forward. So as of right now, I am locking in my head beginning of March, which is after my birthday. My birthday is in February. I really wanted to be able to be in my house by my birthday, or at least be closing around my birthday, but it's still pretty close. So it's not too bad. It's still going to be considered a birthday present to myself, my biggest birthday present to myself ever. But, you know, unfortunately, I will have to wait to be in my house. But hopefully they're able to make up some time, and hopefully we don't have any more issues with delays, and, you know, we can go ahead and move forward, and we close no later than March, beginning of March. So now I'm starting the process to switch my lender over in the contract so that we can go ahead, so that we can continue to move forward with that process. Because where I am with that lender right now, their information has to be listed in the purchase and sale contract. So we're waiting on that information to be updated so we can move forward. So, yeah, so far, the most infuriating part of this whole process so far literally has nothing to do with the house or the builders or any of it. It's the inspectors. So it's very annoying. I'm extremely frustrated. I'm very pissed off. I may seem very cool, calm, and collected right now while I'm talking about it, but I have to be, because the other alternative is murder, and I'm not trying to go that route. So those are my updates for today. I do plan to go to the house tomorrow to see where they are with the siding, and maybe even getting the installation started if the mechanical inspection went well today. Hey y'all, it is Saturday, December 11th, and the siding is complete. Just have to do the stone at the bottom. So if I would have gone with the upgraded elevation, if you guys watched the upgrades tour, all of this, and then all of that would have been brick. But as we know, I ain't pay for that upgrade. So this is the upgrade that I got with the porch in the front with the awning, and then it has the stone at the bottom, the cedar shake siding, and then regular siding. And now that all that siding is out of the yard, it looks much more open. So let's see what we got today. This actually is not my first time out here this week, but when I was coming earlier, nothing had happened because they had not passed the mechanical inspection. So we have insulation. It's all on the floor. On all of the, of course, insulation is only going to be on the exterior walls. So like interior walls like this are not going to be insulated. It kind of stinks in here. I guess that's the smell of the insulation, but this is where we're at the end of week 9. The difference between last week to this week has been insulation. So if they would have passed the mechanical inspection, we probably could have gotten drywall, but it's also been raining a lot. So I don't even know if we really would have gotten drywall, even if they did pass the mechanical inspection, because it's been raining. So I think that's also part of the kind of hold up. So that's what it's looking like up here with the insulation on the exterior walls. That's all I got. Hey y'all, it is Sunday, December 11th, and I'm back at the house. I knew that they weren't going to actually do anything today, but I just wanted to come and chill out in the house and just sit in the house and just think about how this is about to be mine. Like, I don't know, I just got really overwhelmed with the fact that, and a good overwhelm with the fact that this is actually about to be my house. So well, when I say about, obviously we still have a few months to go, but I walked around to the back because it's been a minute since I've actually walked to the back of the property. I mean, I've come kind of out here from the door, but I just wanted to walk around the perimeter of the house. And I probably should, because as you can see, there's water over there because it's been raining, and this is all dirt. Like the hay or the straw that they put down is pretty much gone. But doing so, I realized that we do have some standing water here, and from my understanding, this water is supposed to be, when it rains, the water is supposed to drain out that way and also to the front, from particularly or specifically from this corner. But we got all this water sitting back here, so I'm actually going to talk to the construction manager about that. And it could just be that obviously they're not done with the landscaping because they're still in the construction process. So, you know, that could be a response, a valid response, but I still want to bring that up to him just in case that's not the answer, because I want to make sure that we don't have any issues once the house is finished and it starts to rain. As you can see, the property actually goes to where the sod stops, so you might be able to see those pink ribbons on, oh, you can't really see it over there anymore, but you can see that stick with the pink ribbon on it that marks the property line. So it does go back a little bit further past that green, or excuse me, past that black fence. And then these little markers right here will tell you where the trees are on the property line. So this tree you know, once it gets more mature, it's probably going to block the sun for the sunroom. So that might be something that whoever owns the house once it gets that big, because it might not be me. It might be, but it might not be. Whoever owns the house, once that tree gets that big, that might be something that they want to look into, because obviously the purpose of having the sunroom is to have sun come into the room. So if you have that tree there and it's really big, blocking the sunlight, then that really not renders the sunroom useless. Obviously you can still use it, but if you want to have it so that you can have that natural sunlight come into the room, then, you know, it could defeat the purpose of that. And then, especially for me, having the plan of using that as my garden, you know, I gotta have natural sunlight. So it's not going to be an issue right now because the tree is going to be tiny like that. So it's not going to be that big of a deal, but as it grows, it could cause an issue. So this is the side yard. Again, I have a corner lot, so get on this hay that they put down, so I'm not getting, actually let me go all the way over here to the grass. So this is the side of the yard. So yeah, so a couple things over here. We got that orange thing is for the like cables. So like when I get the internet and the cable and all that stuff, that goes in there. And then this right here is the water, they call it a bib, a hose bib, water spigot, however you say it. And then I don't know, he told me what all those things are when we did our walkthrough. I don't remember what they all are. And then the electrical is going to be back here, which of course they're using that right now for the construction process. So I just said in my last video that I did with house updates that I was, you know, appreciative of the fact that they didn't leave a lot of trash around. And then look what I see this week. I see a Monster can. I see some Five Guys sauce packets. There's actually some trash in the garage. So whoever did the work to put the insulation in and the siding up, they haven't been as careful as the other trades. Back here is going to be, this is where the outside unit for the AC is going to be. It is going to be right outside of a window. Fortunately enough, it's not going to be my office. And it's probably not going to be a room that I use right away. So obviously there's no changes in here from yesterday. Yesterday we saw the insulation up and I didn't expect anything else. This piece of insulation fell down. But yeah, like I said, I just came, I've been here for like probably 20 minutes, just like hanging out and imagining myself in the space. Hey y'all, it is Tuesday, December 14th, and drywall has been delivered. And it should start going in tomorrow. So drywall, more drywall, more drywall. We are finally getting moving. Let's see, is there anything? Oh, I don't think I noticed this last time, but it makes sense. There is insulation in the ceiling. That makes sense. So, yep. I know they say that once the walls go up, the house does seem bigger, but I just think about the fact that this house is like 2,700 square feet, and it just seems small with the framing up. So hopefully when they put the drywall up, we can fill out the space more and we can really see what's going on. All right, y'all, it is Friday, December 19th, and we got drywall. So this is me at the front of the house. So here's my office space. you can really get a really good idea of the size of the rooms now. And it's just so weird to not be able to like look through a wall. Here's the kitchen, there's the pantry. The island. Dining room. Living room. Like, can't see that room back there anymore. My sunroom. So I'm gonna go to the far side of the room and turn around. So I don't think I've actually given this angle before. So this is the loft. So there's gonna be seating right here, TV on the wall over there, console, something over here. That's the loft. Here's the laundry room. I keep having the urge to walk into these rooms and flip a switch, but ain't no switch to flip yet, sis. So, laundry room. This is the guest room. This is gonna be the room that's actually used as a guest room. So, again, I don't think I've ever actually shown this angle of the room before. There's so much construction going on around this house right now, and I'm all for it. Do as much construction as you can now, so you're not having to worry about it during the day. Here is the workout room. So this is where I'm going to be doing my exercising and stuff. This one right here, this one's still, I think it's still available. I don't know if they've sold that one yet. Anyway, here's this room. This is the smallest of the guest bedrooms. So here's my towel pantry. This is the biggest of the secondary bedrooms. This is when I definitely should have put my little booties on, because this is the biggest of the rooms. I should have put my little booties on because I feel like I'm gonna track this stuff into my car. This is the guest bathroom. And then my bedroom, which is the biggest bedroom overall. Tiny closet though. I mean, we being honest, we could have definitely got a better closet, but that's why I'm going to be utilizing that other space as my closet. So this is the room from that side, and then here's my bathroom. So there is a little window in here so you get a little bit of light. But shower, yes, the shower is a little small. I definitely agree with that, but it's just gonna be me in here, okay? So it's all right. And then this is, I think the actual glass is gonna come out somewhere here. So this is gonna be like a seat that you can sit down on. So yes, I'm so excited to see this progress. Once they finish this, then we will be on to doing the trim and cabinetry and all that stuff, I think. So I'm gonna show you from this side of the living room what it looks like to look at the dining room and the kitchen. And in my sunroom. I get more and more excited about my sunroom as the days go on. I'm very excited about the space, and definitely with the walls up, it doesn't look as small as it looked when it was just a slab, and it doesn't look as small as it looks from the outside. So the
what I want to do here, what I'm planning to do here, this is definitely enough space for it. So I'm excited. I can't wait, you guys.